Hello there, everyone. It is I, Social17 here. Let me first, like usual. On this picture, not pay video. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have plans for maybe this week. You know, I have like basically schoolwork. So basically, here's the thing. I'm gonna make this what if. Then I may make maybe tonight. The what if Deku was like Tim Drake, then then the Ultimatrix tomorrow, basically Zuku the Ben 10 what if. Then maybe this weekend or Thursday, I will be making basically Deku and Goro what if. The Deku solo leveling and then the Naruto Goro by solo leveling. Alright? Okay. Some other plans too. I'm gonna try to get the Asta. What if? At least one of them. Probably the Fire Dragon Slayer. Just get that one out. And hopefully that'll be like the next part of that will be the end of it. I don't know. I don't know why I keep on not doing Asta what ifs. Like, I go to them. I don't, work on them, like, completely forget about it, or just go to something else. But anyways, let's get back into it. So, this is kind of after the whole entire thing, the whole entire heroes versus villains. We're basically going to go to where it's in class. Izuku is just sitting down. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is what if Izuku was Laughing Jack, part 3. So yeah, but anyways, Izuku's just sitting down in his chair. And, well, hold on, I gotta see what that was. That was nothing important. But anyways, so Zuko was just sitting down in his chair as I was teaching about class. And then all of a sudden he starts to talk about a certain topic. He's like, alright everyone, this is way back before the age of quirks happened. Alright? Basically, if I remember correctly from my first part of the video, I made it like, when quirks were happening, the creepypastas were hunted down. So, yeah. Anyways, so he goes like, for some reason there was a group called the creepypastas. Supposedly there were supernatural beings or ghosts, undead, or just straight up psychopaths. Azuki was listening to it and he was like, but for some reason no record of them has been ever known or seen. Names have been, well, told. Like Jeffrey Woods, Ben, Drown, basically. And then, like, one of the students will, like, I think it would be, like, Sue, like, Jeffrey Woods? It's like, oh, yes, known as Jeff the Killer. The other one, Lou Woods, his brother. His creepypasta name was, I guess, Homicidal Lou. I'm not too big on the information. I didn't really even read this. This was like dated back so long ago, actually. Which Baku was like, then why do we need to care about this? Everyone back then was just a useless extra. Which then Aizawa legit just looks at me like, listen here, Katsuki Bakugo. To you, everyone's a useless extra that has no quirk. But these people, without a quirk, have done amazing things. But these, whatever creatures they were, or people that they were once before, we can't even fathom what it would be like if one of them was here. We could probably take them on and die. But if we had any encounters of this, as then basically, well, he basically had a projector already, ready, as then he puts it on, as then he shows images of Slenderman, Zalgo, Eyelash Jack, and many, many other creatures. Which, basically, it's like, Izuku's thinking, wait, why he never said Laughing Jack? Is he trying to No, he can't know I'm him, right? No. Hold on. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyways, continuing on. So, basically, Zao just keeps on talking about each legend or myth. And some of the class members are scared, some aren't. Stripes is just thinking to herself, like, they really can't tell the difference from a demon from a human in these age of quirks. So, yeah. Anyways, so after that little discussion, as I was like, now then, basically, if you ever meet one of these creatures, people, undead, beings, ghosts, or supernatural, run and pray to God you live. As then basically, like raise up his hands like, sir, why did you tell us this if if they're not really real? It's like, oh, easy. I just wanted to see you all scared. Happy travels home. And then he just drinks coffee. As Zuko just starts laughing. Because he thinks it's hilarious that Heather just did this before everyone goes home. Oh man, he just says, you should have seen the look on all your faces. Everyone just looks at Zuko like, why are you not scared? He's like, easy. Because if these things or people, creatures, supernatural beings are real, don't you think there'll be more sightings of them? I mean, who knows? Maybe they are real and you never know, they could be in this classroom, just be like, I will kill all of you in your sleep. And someone just looks at him like he's freaking crazy and be like, you remember what Jeff the Killer he talked about? Basically, he went on to this question how he says, go to sleep. And he's just like, he's like, yeah. Anyways, he just grabs his bag and like, I'm going home. Bye, everyone. As basically, he's just walking out casually along with Stripes and going with him. And she goes, so, like, one day out of school and everything, he was like, so, Midoriya. He was like, Izuku. He's like, right, Izuku. What do you have planned? He's like, well, I don't really know. I mean, I really feel like I want to get something off my chest. But it's hard to fucking say. And then he just realized he didn't say freaking. He's like, did I just... She goes, you just cursed. He's like, how do you know that was my first time cursing? He goes like, because, well, the way you react. He's like, oh, yeah, true. Oh, fuck, my mom's gonna fucking kill me. And then, Stripes is laughing. And then, well, all of a sudden, Zuko feels this weird feeling, along with Stripes. As, well, for some weird reason, he basically sees somebody. Okay, before you guys say anything, remember when I said Laughing Jack, killed a bunch of people that were hunting him down? Basically, the creepypastas and almost wiped out all of them? Basically, there are a few that are alive, or not really. So I want to kind of add some things some new members came in, but these ones are somewhat good people. They're good people. They only take out the ones that are endangering humanity. So if they don't kill, people that are innocent, I mean, yet though criminal scumbags. I mean, even then they're criminal scumbags that are depends on which one they deserve to die or they deserve to live. They won't judge the people or people that kill them. But anyways, though, they are here in Japan. Reasons why you'll find out. So, Zuko does see this guy in a black jacket, basically with, well, just a white shirt, jeans, and combat boots. And he's just walking towards them. Stripe, though, for some reason, feel like this is a bad idea. They should run. As Zuko's just standing there, curiosity. So, the man, comes up to the kids and he's like, "Hello there. Do you know where this street is?" Basically, he just asked for like the street address, and Zuko's like, "Oh yeah, go down that alleyway, make a right, make a left when you see the dead corpses." He's like, "Huh?" He was like, "It's a joke." And that place is known for people dying, I heard. Which Stripes looks over, and technically that was the alleyway where someone was cut up, like the whole time people were cut into pieces, which Izuku did. So, I mean, he was like, "Oh, thanks for the warning." He was like, "Okay, so talking real, no joking around. All right, you go down this way, back to the road, back on the walkway you were going. You make your left. You don't keep going straight or make a right. All right, you make that left, still follow the sidewalk." And then basically, it'll be 3 streets down. Alright? Thanks. He's like, "No problem." Anyways, see ya, sir. As, he basically, the man, thanks them and he leaves. Zuko and Stripes goes on their merry way, but the man, when he gets out of range, of them, he was like, "Yeah, it was him. Well, somewhat him. I don't really know. It's like he ain't really him." "Yes, I know. It's a danger if he's, well, not himself. But he did technically take down everyone in our organization almost." "Yes, I know. If he finds out we're still alive, he's gonna probably try and kill us. But here's the thing. We aren't like those shitty asshole bitches. We at least freed some of them." "Yeah, I know, sir. I know. Bye." He was like, "The boss is gonna kill me." As then he just teleports away. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are probably wondering, wait, what the fuck? How could he teleport? If he's... Yeah. I'm not gonna say... It's not even a quirk. I'm not gonna say how. You guys can figure it out. But anyways. So... what happens is... Izuku gets, to his home. Well, apartment. And Stripe says, "Well, my home is down that way. Well, I'm gonna be going." And he's like, "Wait, you live in the same area as me?" She goes, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh... I mean, do you live alone?" She goes, "Not really, but... come on. Tell me." She goes, Okay, most of the time I do. I do have my sisters come around. Say, "Okay, so, are they gonna be home tonight?" She goes, "No." "Then come on, my mom will love to have company." So he basically, before Stripe came saying anything, he just grabs her, well, by the wrist, and then just dragging her, to the apartment. And she's like, "Hey, I can walk, let go." He's like, "Less talking and figuring out shit, more walking." It's fine. So basically, that's what happens. They start, she starts walking up with Izuku, up the stairs of the apartment, all the way up to his, place, apartment building, and then boom, they're at the door. And he just opens it up. He goes, "Mom, I'm home, and I have a friend. And before you ask, just come and see." As well, when Inko sees Stripes, she is just shocked. Not because he has a friend, because a girl of all people is over, is a friend. She goes, "Oh my god, this is your friend?" He's like, "Yes, why is there?" She was like, "She's so beautiful," basically. And it's like, Izuku's like, well, I mean, he's just thinking that's true, but whatever. As basically laughing, Jung's like, "Oh god, don't tell me he's falling for her. Please." I'm not doing the voice right now, but I need to do it in that voice for that. But anyways, actually, let me go back to it. It's like, so basically, while Inko's like talking to Stripe, laughing at is like, "Oi, Izuku, look, I know you may have a crush on her, but please, for the love of
God, don't. Just don't. I don't want to have Zalgo come back to life and try to kill you for dating his daughter. Like, seriously. What the fuck, kid?
And then Izuku just says back in his head, like, shut up, you fucking clown. Jack in the Box.
See, well, someone grew some, well, big kunas.
And he's like, whatever. Jeez, so what if I like her? I mean, she really is cute.
I was laughing, just like, oh boy. This is gonna be a lot of problems ahead for you. By the way, she's a demon. And half human, I think. I don't really pay attention. Oh wait, creator. Huh? Look up her shit for her story. Come on. You just started this what if out of nowhere. Well, I mean, part 3. You didn't even think about it. You just wanted to do it. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like, laugh and just stop breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad.
I can't believe I just did that again. I'm sorry, I'm bored, everyone. I'm trying to make some humor. Please understand. I just think it's fitting just to call myself out on it. Yeah, I don't really know much about her besides her story, so I'm just adding some things in, I guess. Actually, hold up. Okay, so it says she's humanoid, so I guess she's half human. Or she was once human or something. I don't know. But anyways, so I think it'll be fitting. Anyways, so after that little thing, and now he goes like, laughing at what the hell you just did? He's like,
Nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't just break the fourth wall.
It's like, wait, what? Fourth what? He's like,
Oh, just shut up, kid.
your girlfriend's talking to you. He's like, huh? My girl, what? And then he basically hears Stripes goes, Izuku? You okay? He's like, yeah, sorry. Just, think about something real quick. Sorry. She was, that's fine. So, your mom says she's making katsudo? Or katsudon. Yeah, that. Okay. And you never had it before? She goes, Basically, she's also making some, I guess, vegetables with it and something. It's like, right. Oh, wait, do we have homework from Aizawa? She goes, oh, yeah, crap. It's like, come on, let's work on that while, my mom's making dinner. She goes, got it. So basically, they go into his room. Izuku has, well, some All Might stuff. Not much, but some stuff. And she goes, wow, you're a fan of All Might? Yeah. I mean, fuck. I was actually a full-on fanboy, but, I mean, I don't see the appeal of it. I mean, the stuff here is worth money. I mean, some of the stuff can go to 10 to thousands of yen. But she just looks at me, she was like, 10 to thousands of yen? Just, yeah, there's like one of my figures I got worth 40,000 yen. Which I got when I was a kid. That was only worth like 120 yen. No, wait. No, it was 1,200 yen. Just, wow. Yeah. But, anyways, let's get to work. So, they start doing their homework. And, well, Stripes is again curious about Izuku. So she goes, Izuku, you mind telling me what you can do as, well, what I can do as now? Well, simple. And then he just goes to his pocket and then all of a sudden there's candy pulled out. And then he pulls out a knife out of his other pocket. And then it just turns into confetti. He goes like, I basically can take anything out of my pockets or warp reality, as we all know. Basically, if I'm in my Laughing Jack form, I'm way more acceptable to changing the fabrics of the world. Like, I can turn a alleyway into a horror movie attraction. And then proceed then to use that horror movie attraction to my advantage and tear people limb from limbs. Or I could just basically have an anvil land on their heads, crushing them. She was like, don't you think that's just a little too cartoony? Yeah, but hey. I mean, I'm kind of thinking about it. Being a little bit cartoony. And I mean, it'd be kind of funny. Doing the old Bugs Bunny trick. You know? All of a sudden, he throws something on the wall, and then jumps right through it, and the other person tries to jump right through it, and they can't. Like, that's not Bugs Bunny. Is it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Um, I haven't. I just know about it from YouTube videos, but I haven't seen much of it. But anyways, continuing on, ignore my parents in the background. My family, my normal family like shit. Oh crap! I gotta check some stuff. Actually, hold on, everyone. I gotta look up some stuff real quick. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I just had to get in touch with my college because I forgot I had classes. But so far, no classes. Like, there's nothing there for me to work on. So I had to wait till tomorrow or something. So, I mean, hey, at least I called up instead of being a lazy fuck. But anyways, continuing on. Then Nezuko just... Okay, I kind of forgot where I was. So I remember is he tells her about his powers and abilities, and that when he goes into his Laughing Jack form, aka... Someone did call me out on this. Why do I not have him just stay in the Laughing Jack form? Because I wanted it technically to be a slow manifestation of his mindset changing. Like how Laughing Jack was all colorful, and then he became gray. Like white. Like white stripes, white and black, basically. The black feathers and everything, the black hair, the sharp teeth. And basically it looks like he's gonna kill you. Psychopathic. So I wanted that to happen. That's the main reason. Okay, good. So, as Azuku just says that, then also it seems like, I mean, I haven't start to enjoy, and she does say, okay, yes, I understand, but remember, we're trying to make sure we are hidden. So, promise me, Izuku, that you won't get yourself found out. And he goes, I promise. And he was like, no, not just promise. He's like, wait, what do you want me to do? It's like, wait, hold on. I wanted to make this into a joke, so hold on. Okay, so she was like, say it. You know what he always said to me? Say, okay, fine. I swear. She was both hands and feet up in the air. He's like, how do you know I can cross my toes? And he was like, Laughing Jack could always cross his toes. Like, fine. And basically, he just holds him up with his feet being shown because, well, to be honest, he remembers, and that's how Laughing Jack always had to do. Like, legit, had to take off his socks so she could know that he's not like crossing his fingers. And then he goes, okay, I swear, clown's honor. She goes, good. And then basically he puts his feet down, and then back on his socks appear back on his feet. It's like, jeez, how much did Laughing Jack lie to you? She goes, all the time. When it came to not killing somebody, it's like, well then, wait, wasn't he technically like a hero to some creepypastas? Because he, was, I go, oh yeah, he fucking murdered so many people who killed us, nearly wiped up the creepypasta kind. I mean, no one can get into the hell dimension anyways. I mean, they did seal up my father, but hey, whatever. Oh crap, hold on. How to sneeze. But anyways, so he's like, your father. Oh shit! Did not know that was coming up. But he was like, she was, you okay? He's like, yeah, fine. Just. Oh shit. Well, that explains it. She was, what? He was like, just some fucking candy. She goes, did you eat with the wrapper on? He's like, no. Just some candy, basically, that like I said, it was like a gun drop, but It was like those hard type of candies. She's like, okay, I getcha. Sorry about that. Anyone, but yeah, no, I actually was trying to make a Zuko have something that got caught in his throat was candy. Sometimes that does happen. I mean, it happened to me once. Don't ask how. It's like, just, get something stuck in your throat and it turns out it's just candy. Yeah, it happened once to me. Don't know how. Still trying to question this to this day. Anyways, so, after that, all of a sudden, just a sound of laughter was heard from both of them. He's like, so, how much my personality changed into his? She goes, not by much. Slowly, seems like it, but you're still the same, I guess, kid you were? He's like, hey, I am not a kid. He goes, I'm older than you by so many years. And he's like, yeah, right, humanoid, demon. How old were you again? She goes, do you really want to know? And he's like, no, I'm not asking. And he remember from Lovejack's memory, he's like, never ask a woman for her age. Rule number 1. And then she goes like, good. Because that's a need to know basic. And he's like, right, ma'am. And then basically all of a sudden Inko, started saying, dinner's ready, basically. As they go down and, well, Izuku is surprised not by the feast. He says, this is normal. But Stripes says, this is normal? And he was like, yeah, there's a reason why for this. And, well, Izuku, on his face, is, well, very, kind of like a, sorry about my dad, he's just talking to our dog, basically, and she waits for him in, like, his doorway for him. So, anyways, I'm gonna pause this so that way he can talk. Okay, enough of that. Anyways, so, as Low Stripe's thinking, why is he looking so, I guess, happy? Sad? As then Inko's like, well, come on, I pull up all the stuff for this meal. As Izuku's like, yes, Mom. So, Stripes, Izuku, and Inko start eating. And Stripes is amazed by how Inko put so much thought and love into this meal. And Izuku's just eating it. Even though he's happy, it's like, he's thinking, he's like, this is the first time I've ever eaten with somebody that doesn't call me a freak. I mean, lunch was normal, but someone's in my house that ain't Bakugo? This is actually quite nice. I just wish I had more people like Stripe. As Laughing Jack feels very... I mean, he saw his memories, but Zuko being like this hurts him a little. I mean, he's a part of him for the rest of his life, but still. It's like, this is upsetting. Even Stripes can see it. Inko sees it, but she goes, Izuku, how's the meal? And he's like, oh, it's fine, Mom. It's delicious, like always. Thank you. Really? She goes, no problem. Stripes, dear, how is it? He was like, oh, it's wonderful, ma'am. I never really had any home cooking before. She was, really? She was, yeah, it was just, well, I mean, by a mother. It was mostly sometimes my dad, or me, or my other siblings, but mostly me, sometimes. And Izuku looks at her, and even Inko, she goes, what about your mom? She goes, Basically, I looked on the wiki, everyone, about her, and it says unknown mom, so I'm just saying she doesn't really know her. She goes, I don't know my mom. Never knew her. So, then Inko's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. She goes, no, I didn't know her at all. Legit, my father never even talked about her, so it's fine. It's like, well, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here for you. Alright? She goes, thank you, ma'am. She goes, Inko. Call me Inko. And she goes, thank you, Inko. And Izuku just chuckles. Man, it seems like you're already part of the family, huh? And she goes, ah, you. Because, kidding. I mean, that's if we dated and got married. Which her face goes red, and Zuko just realized what he just said. Even his face goes red a little. He just looks away. He goes like, it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. Don't take it so seriously." He's like, "Oh God," and to himself, laughing. Jack just says, "And the tea has been spilled, and your death wish has come to you." So Stripes just doesn't know what to say. Inko's like, "Oh, well, Zuko, I didn't know you became so, well," he goes, "Yeah. Anyways," and I believe I think I made Inko know, but just in case, I'll, say for right now, just like it's up in the air in my head, but I'm 100% sure I made her new about the Laughing Jack abilities, even the form and Laughing Jack. So, yeah. We're not gonna have Stripes know, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Inko's not gonna talk about it. So, Inko does ask then Stripes saying, like, "Anyways, dear, how is my son in class?" She just says, "Oh, he's very talented. His abilities are outstanding, and he's very smart. So, overall, he's just really good. I mean, he's better than some of their classmates." She goes, "Really? How so?" She asked. And he was like, "Well, there's one kid who's just an idiot," basically, Zuko says. Inko looks at him and goes like, "How?" He goes, "His own quirk makes him basically his frame be bride. Not bride, fried." I just messed up that word, like fried, basically. She was, and then he becomes stupid. Basically, he's dumb. And then there's another one who's, well, an emo, I think. Well, or just has daddy issues. Most likely daddy issues. Yeah. Could tell by the scar on his face. And another one, well, it's Bakugo. Damn Pomeranian. I think he just really like, wait, did I just curse right from my mom? Ingo didn't catch that, so she was like, okay, that's understandable. And who else? And like then he just goes on, and then even Stripes tells him about like some of the kids, and yeah, she's like, well, that's yeah, some of the kids there don't even know how they even got into UA. At least in the hero course. I mean, they could have gotten into UA in the general studies, or I don't know, the support course, or even class 1B. I mean, the only way I can think of is that the class is basically on class 1A who's more problematic, and then class 1B is the ones who are most stable. Wait, isn't that a bad thing then? If class 1A is the one who's for the more problematic kids? Oh god. If that's true then basically Stripes looks at Zuko, and then they both say in unison, "No wonder why he calls us problem children." Which Inko's confused. And then Zuko says, "Don't worry, just zombie Hopo Man." Says we're just problem child. Or problem children. Then she was like, "Okay." So, after that little realization, everything goes though pretty well. At the end of the meal, Zuko takes Stripes home, and then she says bye to him. And yeah. Now then, we're gonna go to the next day, which we're kind of skipping the whole entire. We're skipping some of the scenes. We're going more into the. We're even skipping the lunch scene. Because, I mean, actually, no. We're just skipping the morning. Not the morning. The morning scene. With Aizawa telling them for class representative, because Izuku's like, "Don't choose me, I give it to Ida. Any day of the week. Vote for Ida. 100% Ida." And he's just like, very surprised, and then, well, Ida, and then Momo becomes vice president. Basically, that's just it. Well, I mean, Ida's class representative, then I guess Momo's the second one. So, what happens is next is the lunch scene. Izuku, he just eating lunch. Just some meat, apple, rice, whatever you eat in My Hero Academia lunch. And then, all of a sudden, somebody bumps into him, spilling a little bit of his drink on him. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you." And Zuko just chuckles and says, "It's quite alright." Really, it is. And then all of a sudden, all the water, well, water, soda, drink, whatever you want to think of it, just comes off of him and goes back into the cup like it was never even happening. He goes like, "Good as new." As Moto goes like, "How?" He's like, "Oh, well, my quirk's a little bit interesting, but someone of your stature won't even be able to figure it out. I mean, it's all impossible, really." Which he goes like, "Wait, stature? Are you saying I'm... No, not short, but I'm saying your brain is too small to comprehend my, well, quirk. You'll try to calculate the impossibility of how is it even possible and never be able to find out. Because you're a loser. So, copy bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Or I'll start to string you up like a little pretzel." Which, Zuko's, features are starting to change. And Monoma's shit scared from this and just runs away as Zuko snaps out of it. And Stripe, man, he was sitting by himself and there was not many kids sitting near him, so no one really heard him when he laughed a little. Only Monoma. But Stripe came near him and heard him, and Zuko's like, "What the fuck? Did I just threaten him? No, God damn it. I'm coming like Laughing Jack. Fuck." While Zuko's contemplating on thinking about should he even try to like leave you away or something before it's too late, Stripe touching him saying, "Are you okay?" Basically, and he's like, "Yeah, I think so. I just threatened him. Yeah, I know. Technically, he was a dick." He's like, "Wow." It's like, I'm just saying, dude bumped into you on purpose. You kind of deserve that, but you do know Laughing Jack is crazy, right? And it took a while for him to gain some type of sanity. It's like, yeah, every creepypasta is crazy in some way or form. As then, all of a sudden, a little girl comes running into the cafeteria, and with Nezu, and then she goes, "LJ!" And then he's like, all of a sudden, poof! Confetti comes out of nowhere, and Izuku was like right next to Stripe, but then he's right from Sally. He's like, "Sally!" And then picks her up and just holding her. As Nezu goes like, "She wanted to see you so badly, I couldn't say no to her." It's like, "Thank you, Nezu." It's like, "No problem." Anyways, I saw Orsha say, "Sally said something about you threatening somebody." He's like, "Oh, you little snitch." She was like, "What? You want to become a hero, right?" And he's like, "Okay, true." She was, "Don't blame him, Mr. Nezu." Or, I mean, she does consider Nezu like a second father, like, but, just saying, just Mr. Nezu when she's in public. And he's like, "Oh, I don't. I mean, there has to be a good reason." And he goes like, "Yeah, here it is." And Zuko explained it real quick, which Nezu goes like, "Deservable. And that temper of yours won't work out so well for you anyways. You have to learn on it." It's like, true. So, Sally want to grab something to eat real quick and then go back with Nezu. She's like, "Mm-hmm." And yeah, he goes grab something with Sally and then turns her back to Nezu. He's like, "Alright, how about this? I'll come visit you after the USJ today. Got it? She goes, right. It's a play date. He's like, yep. You, me, and your famous tea parties. And Nezu goes like, oh, don't forget about me. And he's like, okay. Won't forget about you too, Nezu. And, Stripe's just seeing this, just thinking. He's isn't like Laughing Jack, but at the same time he is. I wonder how much of his personality would change. I don't really hope much changes. And then nicely she starts thinking about what happened at Izuku's home. As then she goes, nope, don't start falling for him. But he is, well, adorable in some way or form. She's thinking to herself. And yeah, so after that little shit, and a little bit of, like, Stripe not becoming a tsundere, they all go back to class. The whole entire thing did happen with the bell alarm, but Izuku, like, controlled the whole entire area, and boom, like, everyone stopped. I was like, he just said it like this. Oh, come on, everyone. Are you really gonna get scared because of an alarm? Look over there. As then they look, they see, well, reporters. He's one outside the window. He's like, okay, great. Now you know it's reporters. Stop acting such little pieces of shits and babies. Because you're the next generation of heroes. Jeez. What are you gonna do when a real villain attacks? Run or fight? Personally, with me, I would fight. So, you all want to act like, oh, I'm being the bad guy saying harsh things about you because you can't handle the fact that you are legit or running away from reporters. Yeah, before you even say anything, think about that. As everyone starts to let down in shame a little, I was like, great. Now, make a single file, an orderly line, and get the hell out of this class. Get the hell out of this cafeteria. Got it? Okay. Basically, just all of a sudden, signs come out of nowhere that says big and bold, exit here, flashing lights, basically. And then him just sitting there, him just sits down with his legs crossed and just legit just having his left fist on his face, basically like leaning. He thinks the next generation of heroes. A whole bunch of wusses. So yeah. After that, everyone's kind of surprised. Ida says, Midoriya, that was, I know, very disrespectful, but here's the thing, it's the truth that needs to be said. Sometimes you need to be harsh and disrespectful to people to get it through their heads. He's like, yes, I would say that was uncalled for, but the last part, at least. But I can't disagree with you on that one. She's like, thanks, Ida. Anyways, come on, let's go back to class. It's like, yes. So, they go, to class. Everything goes the same, and then it's the USJ. Well, everyone's talking about their quirks on the bus. And, well, everyone then goes over to, like, Izuku, because they all look at him and ask him, so, is Midoriya? He's like, huh? How is it your quirk is so, he goes, versatile? They go, yeah, and how can you shapeshift? They're like, yeah. He's like, it's easy. My quirk is called imaginary. Like, huh? He's like, it's complicated. It's a mutation, but how can I say this? It basically, it basically shapeshifts my body into something else, in which you guys see my real form. Well, my real form. This is just a look I have that's my basically before my quirk activated, but it's a little more, you know, it's like a combination between the form I'm always in as my hero outfit, and then my actual old look, which I think made us like okay. So it's overall anything you can do, I can do basically. Which she did say anything you can, and then he goes like, yeah, anything I can do, I can do. Which Bakugo's here is like, fuck. Damn, nerds got stronger. And then people look at Stripes, and you know, she does technically have like the mouth, like she always like has like a, well, not a mask, but she always does have like the extra mouths, sort of thing, like going on. So I mean, like one of them, like I think Deku will be like super dumb. He's like, so Stripe, what was with the whole entire mouths going on? Mutation sort of thing? And she goes, okay, yes, mutation. You want to make fun of me for it? She's like, no, I'm just asking. I really am just asking. She was like, yeah, it's, for some reason it's called demon. Well, technically the actual thing is called humanoid demon. And this is the actual permanent look. So, my physical strength is, well, 10 times greater than a normal human. And the older I get, the stronger I get. In which everyone's kind of like, whoa. So that means, yeah, I have a very long lifespan too. Which, I think, well, I think Mom will be kind of surprised. She's like, wow, that's unusual for a quirk. Yeah, but I don't know how long. Probably just 100, like 200 years or 100 years more I have. Who knows? That's all the quirk doctor told me. They said I'll find out over time. So, just leave it a chance. Which everyone's kind of surprised. And then Zuko just says, well, then, it looks like we're here. Which everyone just sees it at the USJ. So before we even eyes off, it says, alright, everyone, get out of the. Everyone just stand up automatically. And he's like, okay, out of the bus. Which everyone does get out. So, after getting out of the bus, they meet 13. Araka still does the, fan girling thing that she does. Saying how she, 13's her favorite hero, that 13 gives their her speech about how quirks can be dangerous and how to use them properly. And Zuko's just thinking, this ain't no goddamn quirk. This is not how entirely true for me, but it is true. If this power I have, I'm dangerous. And I can kill someone very easily. As then he remembers those guys he killed in the alleyway to save that woman's life. So yeah. So, after they get in, everything goes to canon. And we just go to the boat scene, basically. We're just gonna go to the boat scene because, honestly, Ida just kicked down the door and just told Ida, not Ida, Izuku just kicked down the door and then told Ida to run. Kirigiri tried to, get in front, warp Ida, but Izuku just snapped his finger as then, all of a sudden, a magnet came out of nowhere, pulling Kirigiri to it. And he goes, oops, sorry, I didn't know you had such a magnetic personality. Which, everyone just looked at Izuku, and then Stripe says, really? Jokes? He's like, what? I can't make jokes while fighting? Jeez. Hypocrites. It's like, how am I a hypocrite? It's like, oh, don't you lie to me. You know when you make a joke in a fight. Okay, fine, yeah, I am. So what? It's like, good. And then basically Bakugo says, hey, you two, stop arguing like some married couple. Which, they both look at Bakugo, then look at her, look at Bakugo, and they say, Izuku says, kill him? She nods. And Izuku goes like, wait, what? Before that, though, Kiryu warped them all the way. And then basically Izuku lands on the boat with, well, technically Izuku fallen into the water, but he just suddenly like,
Oh, wait, I'm falling. I can just fly.
and then he just like suddenly stops, and he's just like, walking to the actual, to the boat, which Sue did get Mineta. Mineta is on the boat, which Sue then just like sees Izuku just lands on the boat. She was like, how did you? He's like, easy, I fly.
More likely, I do it. I just walk on air.
She's like, okay, so does anyone have a plan how to defeat these villains? And Izuku goes, I want to hear what you guys can come up with. So they come with multiple plans, as Izuku says,
Garbage, boring, no, hell no from you.
As he points over to Mineta. He goes, what? What did I do? He's like, I don't know. I think I just want to have Mineta here for good reasons. I think I made him replace him, but I just want Mineta here for, good reasons. I kind of forgot. Like I said, I did not watch the past video or the previous, the part 1 or part 2. I just came right into this. So if I have Mineta not here, well, I never said he never got into the support course. I mean, I never said he got into the hero course. But let's just say he's getting into the general studies, and the general studies students, he was actually, he was actually brought in because one of the teachers asked Aizawa. So technically this one is a little, is here, but not really in class 1A. But he's just here for this moment. And he was like, what? I mean, it's just logical if we had something we could basically just throw at the bottom, of the water, something heavy enough to cause a whirlpool. I could use one of my sticky balls and, start trapping them all together. And he's like,
oh, so that's what you meant by using them. Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. My apologies.
He's like, he's like, what? He's like,
I heard a rumor that you were just a perv, so.
It's like, oh, I am one, but I'm also quite terrified. But in this case, I want to live. So, I live over my perviness.
Good point. Anyways, I have a better idea.
Which they're like, huh? So Izuku just stretches out his arms all the way over to, the other side. And Izuku's like, you can do that? He's like, I told you, imaginary. I can do whatever I want. And so he just starts pulling the boat over to. There's all the villains like, wait, what? As then, they get to the other side, and Izuku's just like,
oh, give me one moment, everyone.
I'll be right back. He's just talked to Sue, Mineta, as then he's like, they were off the boat. He's walking over to the village, as the villains then see Izuku, and then he just smiles at them, and he's like,
watch out for the piranhas. I hear they bite.
And they go like, wait, piranhas? As, Izuku's walking away as, he gets off. Sue, Mineta can hear the guy screaming, the villain screaming. They go like, what the? He's like,
oh, you didn't know? They had fishes in there.
And they're, okay. So, Izuku and them are walking away. They see Aizawa getting hurt. And it's a no-mo. And Izuku can't really tell, he just has the biggest smile. He's like,
oh, so that's not human.
Which, he did say that out loud, and Izuku's like, what do you mean that's not human? He's like,
oh, just watch and see.
As he just walks over to it so casually, as then he goes,
excuse me, handyman.
Which, Izuku's right next to him, and he's taller than Shigaraki, so Shigaraki's like, what the fuck? Who are you? He's like,
oh, just no one special. Call me LJ. So, what is that creature?
He's like,
that's a Nomu. We made it to kill All Might. He's like, oh, so that ain't human.
And he goes like, yeah? Why? He's like,
good. I can at least have some fun with it before I rip it to shreds.
Which Kirigiri and Shigaraki are saying like, "What the fuck?" As then, Izuku teleports right in front of the Nomu. When it was like, about to slam Aizawa's head into the ground again, but he grabs the Nomu's wrist and breaking it, letting go of Aizawa, and then he goes,
I'm sorry, but nobody hurts my sensei.
as he just lifts up the Nomu, just starts throwing him around like he's just a rag doll, and then he just lets go of it with his wrist popped off, and then he's like,
Ouch. If you could feel anything, that would have hurt.
and then he just throws it to the side, which Aizawa was like, problem, and he goes,
Oh, don't worry, Aizawa. It can't hurt me. Besides, I'm just about to start the carnival.
well, basically he says, I'm just about to start the carnival. Oh man, my throat. It does, get hurt after a while. Hold on. So, as then all of a sudden, with a snap of his finger, the carnival comes to the USJ as all the villains that were there and the students see the carnival. Stripe sees it, as Izuku all of a sudden is at the top of, the carnival, basically. Well, carnival circus. I just want to say the circus. I mean, I like to want to say the carnival. And then, then a circus tent pops up out of nowhere and it's like,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the carnival or circus, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. We have our main attraction, the Nomu. Well, I guess that's what you can call it. I mean, they said it was made to kill All Might, but let's see how much all you villains can handle, my little friends.
as all of a sudden, multiple freaking creatures from the darkness come out of nowhere. As all the villains are shit scared, they was like,
Oh, by the way, heroes, you shall not be harmed by them because you are my classmates. So, do not worry. I'm just about to have some fun.
as, well, multiple villains all of a sudden get, pulled by chains, ropes. Some of them even get hit by an anvil out of nowhere. Some actually start running away, activate a tripwire, and splat. Like, it's just literally, some people are just seeing a bloodbath, and Izuku's just, like, standing there on the top of the circus tent, just looking down, and basically just, like, moving his fingers, like, it's a symphony of screaming. And he goes,
Beautiful, isn't it?
as Slapjack is like, oh god.
Oh God, no. No. Don't do it, Tezuko.
As, well, basically, Shigaraki and Kirigiri are shit scared. Then Shigaraki says, no, kill that breath up there! As a Nomu jumps towards Izuku, and then Izuku goes,
Oh, I was just about to get to the best part of the symphony. But alright. Let the main attraction start.
as then all of a sudden a spear comes out of nowhere, piercing the Nomu's, like, stomach. As then when the Nomu tries to take it out, or rip himself off, multiple spears hit him, as then, well, he goes,
What goes around comes around, goes around again. Welcome to the Wheel of Torment.
with Shigaraki, and everyone's hearing it, is like, what the? And then he just spins it, and all of a sudden it stops, and he was like, huh? And then he goes, oh, cartoon style death. Oof. Time to pull out the old cartoon book. And then all of a sudden he pulls out a book of the freaking Looney Tunes. He's like,
No. Oh, this one may be good.
yeah, fuck it, we'll just do them all. As anything you can imagine from the Looney Tunes, from the old versions, like, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Roger Rabbit, wait, not Roger Rabbit, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, whatever from it that evolved them to get hurt, like Elmer Fudd and the people that always try to kill Bugs Bunny or something. Yeah, imagine that happened to the Nomu. Anvil, um, like Anvil being hit, him like gravity falling, him hitting a bomb and blowing up, taking a shot, and yeah, face the mouth goes in a different direction. Yeah, that stuff happening. At the end of it, the Nomu's like regenerating very slowly as he goes like, "Oh, looks like the fun is over, but oh well, time to end this." As in a boiling heap of acid come out of nowhere, Zuko just chucks the Nomu in. That's why, well, chucks it in as in it's burning all the way up, but the regeneration's still kicking in fast enough. But then it falls out, and it turns out, well, they saw it was acid. It's like the body, the wounds that were in it were healed. He's like, huh, good to know that actually worked. Which I thought was like, huh? It's like, you're going in there next. He's like, wait, what? And then all of a sudden, the Nobu's head's gone. And basically Zuko's holding it and he goes like, thank you for your entertaining, audience. It's been a pleasure making, this show for all of you. And you too. Come back to the circus anytime. You're always welcome. As Jiraiya and Kurogoro just dipped. As basically the circus is the carnival / circus is disappearing. And then everyone who saw the villains dead, all of a sudden the villains are awake. Like, what the fuck? What the hell was that? And Zuko just says, oh, well, I technically made you all believe you died, but I didn't want to kill you. I just tortured you. It's nothing biggie. As basically the Nomu's head's on the ground, and then Zuko dragging Aizawa. He's like, problem child, where are you? And he just throws Aizawa to the, well, it looks like he said it was acid, but then all of a sudden Aizawa's in there. He's like, nah, what? Huh? My wounds. What the? As he gets out of it, he goes like, sorry, that was just boiling hot water. Well, I basically imagine it to basically be like healing ointment that would just heal you instantly from one of those games, like a hot spring or something. I just needed the number to test it out. And he's like, what the fuck, problem child? He's like, what? Everyone's alive besides that creature. So, and Zuko's just walking away. We never got to see All Might come in because he was just watching this happening. He said, never fear. And he's like, holy fucking cow, how's there a circus here? Then he hears like the old guy screaming. He sees a Zuko, and Zuko just waving high at All Might. All Might's like, all you villains, if you want to go to jail, then, well, I'll call the police are already on the way. If you want to, then fight. And they say, no, take us to jail. Take us to jail. Get us away from this crazy fucking psychopath. And Zuko goes like, ouch, that hurts. I'm not crazy, I'm just a clown. As they just get us away from him. And he goes like, people nowadays, am I right? And then all of a sudden Stripes just hits him on the back of the head. He goes like, you idiot! You basically traumatized some of the students here. It's like, oh please. There's a lot of worse people out there than what I did. Trust me. It's like, I know, but still, you can't traumatize them. He's like, whatever. And then after that, the villains basically all are captured. And, well, they basically, all the cops just see that they need therapy. Lots and lots of therapy. And Zuko just chilling, just whistling, as he's like, he doesn't even fucking care. Bakugo was fucking scared as all hell. So, yeah. And then, like, after that, everyone heard. I mean, they even found out about that thing wasn't even human to begin with no more, so Izuku doesn't even get charged with murder. It was a talk about it, but it never really happened. So, yeah. But anyways, after that, we are going to go to the sports festival, but that's where we're going to leave this off. I shall make the what if Deku was like Tim Drake, but I'm going to give not Robin, I'm going to give Izuku a weapon that only one of the Justice League members uses besides a sidekick of his. Reason why? It would be very, very funny, I think, for him to have it on him. So, anyways, bye everyone. Have a nice day, night, wherever you are, and bye.